The Committee of Community and Business Development will start. The clerk will call the rolls.
All right, this is the Committee on Community and Business Development. This is Monday, December 10th, 2018. We are at 6 p.m. I have Councilor DeFlorio.
Here.
I have Councilor Capone.
Here.
I have Councilor McKinnon.
Here.
And I have Councilor Hamilton.
Here.
We have 4 members present. We do have a quorum.
Please stand and salute the flag. Audience can join us.
All right, the first piece of, actually, the only piece of business. This is resolution up by Councilors Matusky and Simonelli that vetoes auto repair and correct this operation.
Council McKinnon? Yes. Could we please have the city clerk, and I believe Mr. Hamadi, is that your
Ali
name?
Hamadi,
Ali Hamadi.
21 Mayberry Avenue, Medford, Mass. 02155.
Sergio Canelio, City Clerk to City of Everett.
Okay. Council McKinnon?
Through you, Madam Chairwoman, to our invited guests. So what, I'm reading some stuff now.
Yes.
That we just, I just actually walked in and got it now, so if you could give us a brief overview of what's happening with the property and the tenant.
Absolutely. I am working with you and with the neighborhood to get rid of him. And I did go to court. Sometimes last month.
Is that on? Is the speaker on?
Yep, it's on.
Thank you.
Yes, we did go to court, and the court agreed with me that I can get rid of him. And the court requested to give us another hearing, supposed to be today, but he hired an attorney because I am put extreme pressure on him. I don't want him there anymore. And his attorney called my attorney, Alfred Pharisee, and he said, please, let's continue it for 30 days, and we tried to get him out.
Okay.
His attorney. And so we going to work it out between now and the 10th of next month, of January 10. I have a scheduled trip, which I'm going to cancel just to be here or delay it after the 10, to be sure that I took care of business before I leave. And if not, the case will be going trial in front of the judge in the 10th of next month. And I did serve him 30 days notice, including a letter, and I gave it to the clerk of the court.
30 days notice to quit?
Yes, I gave him notice to quit,
I'll have copies.
and it's not gonna continue it anymore. Definitely, this is the 4th or 5th notice we give to him. So I am asking you, we're working with you and with the neighborhood. I agree with you 100%, I don't want him there. He gave me more trouble than the neighborhood, and that's why he is not here today. I told him, you're not gonna stay there. It was horrible, it was nightmare for me, for him being there, I didn't know. So, all we asking you to continue the case, and he is behaving himself at the present time, and the city clerk went there several times, and he saw him operating during regular business hour, fixing car inside the garage, and even though I don't want him there, I just need a couple months, 3 months just to get him out of there. You know, that's all I can say today.
Yeah, it's a process. We all know.
It is, it's a process. It's going in our favor, all of us.
All right. Thank you.
Council Capone?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Through you to our clerk.
Yes.
The last time we were here, we were going to step up our efforts to keep an eye on the neighborhood and see what was going on. I don't see any residents here. They were coming up for the meeting, but I don't see anybody here. What have you seen since our last meeting?
So as Mr. Hamadi said, as of late, he's been better. I
Okay.
haven't seen many issues. I I haven't got any calls from any of the neighbors who are usually consistently calling if there are issues. That doesn't mean they haven't all ceased.
Sure.
But I haven't noticed any. The assistant city clerk goes out, when he daily, if not on his lunch break or during the day, he'll take a ride around. I'm out during the day and I live in the area, so I drive around morning, noon, and night, at some point and check on the place. It hasn't been bad. I'm sure the cold weather has something to do with that also. Less vehicles, the garage doors aren't up.
Right.
So you kind of see and hear more when that
Okay.
happens. But so far, so good.
Okay.
I don't have much to report to you.
Okay.
I haven't got the complaints, and it looks okay. I'm
Okay.
sure he stepped up his changed his behavior a little bit
Yep.
with the ongoing issues and the push from this council, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it shouldn't have to come to that.
Okay, no, I appreciate your efforts. I know that nights and weekends, I kind of drove by myself, take a look and see if I could see anything, and I hadn't. I did get one phone call from an individual who was in favor, but that's the only phone call I got, and I was expecting to, get some feedback from the neighborhood. Obviously, knowing that all of us collectively were keeping an eye,
Yep.
it sounds like he's done a better job in the interim, and I do think your suggestion is a good one. We'll just sit on it for a little bit and see how it goes.
Thank
Maybe we'll postpone it to sometime in January. So, thank you very much. I don't have any other questions.
Counselor Hanlon?
Thank you, Madam Chairman. And thank you for what you're doing. We
you.
appreciate that. It's sad to say that this is like a 30-year project for me, because I remember this going back 30 years. But anyway, did the court give you any kind of a document?
I did submit it to Mr.
you
Clerk.
did?
Whatever we have in front of us is this is
I
the,
didn't get a chance to look through it.
Yep.
Okay, but we
But
do
what
have
is in
something
front
for
of
the
you-
court?
Yes, absolutely.
You
Was
now
given from
have
the
it?
court.
Yeah.
So it's recorded now that the court is favorable to this gentleman?
correct, and
doing
it's
what
going to be
he's doing?
attached with the minutes. Mr. Burley has it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, too. Okay, I'm all, thank you, Madam Chairman.
Clerk Burley, you do have a copy that we can attach, right? Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure.
Excuse with the
Thank you.
customary thanks, thank you.
Madam Chairman?
Yes, Counselor.
In light of the fact that it looks like the process might be working itself out, and it seems that sometime in early January, there may be some action in the court system, I'd recommend that we postpone this to a meeting to occur, to be determined at some point in January because we're going to end up changing committee structures. There may be a new chairperson, and that person's schedule is yet to be determined, or who that person is yet to be determined. So I would say refer it to our clerk of committees to set up a meeting sometime in January and to notify the parties who were to be notified for this meeting.
But it's,
What we will do, you will also get
Okay,
all the committee. We have the
continuity. Okay. Sounds good.
so the recommendation would be more or less to have the meetings towards the end of January?
Question to the chair on
The reason, I'm sorry, the reason why I'm saying this is because I believe Mr.
Amadi.
Hamadi, I'm sorry, said that he was planning a trip, so,
I will ask you to give me just a little time, because definitely I'm going into process, definitely I don't want it there. I just want to need time, because the court is not me.
When are you coming back from your trip?
So I delayed it now, I'm gonna delay it after the 10th of January. I'm gonna be there for a couple of weeks, 3 weeks away, and.
Maybe we
I'll
can
be
hold it
back,
after
February. Yeah, perhaps we'll do February.
If we can do like
Early February.
toward the beginning of March,
February, yeah. the end of
or
February.
end of February.
That gives
so
some
if we
time.
have the meeting in February, unless there's if there's issues and problems, then we can always go and shut them down regardless of whether you're here or not.
Yeah.
Okay, is that correct, Mr. Clerk? Okay.
100%, I have the authority.
Counselor McKinnon?
Now, as if there's no members and the old members come to the committee meeting structured the way that we are now, how can we do that? Or would they just invite us up one at a time? How does that work, John?
You'll be
To the clerk.
only 12 members. So,
You could only
Four
have,
or five.
you could only have one as
Right.
on the same item by open meeting law. But, I mean, obviously, we have detailed minutes. I'm assuming some of you may still be on the board. I can't imagine it'll be a totally new board, so some may be still members, and then you may not fall into that issue with the open meeting violation. So I think we'll be fine. We can always talk about it in January when we see what the new committee structure looks like. There are, you know, Mr. Burley does a great job with the minutes. You know, there's always a lot of information, and I'm, you know, I intend to be here also. But we can work it out when we get into January. Let's see what the committee structure is, and then we can make that decision, if that's all right.
So the motion is to postpone it till February. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? You have adjourned.
Okay.